Hello, my name is Steven. This is my audience here: Caden, Steve, September, and Stella. For our special occasion speech, I decided to talk about the time that I was asked to speak at my teacher's funeral. I'd first met Mr. Chandler at the end of 8th grade as I was getting prepared to register for my freshman year of high school. My guidance counselor at the time said that there is a great program at Highlands Ranch High School called ACE, which stood for Alternative Cooperative Education. You had to interview for the program and be accepted into it, which taught you life skills such as interviewing for jobs, how to maintain a good credit score, looking for the right colleges, and showing you options after high school. Throughout the years, ACE had a program for every single semester that you'd go through, and he would bring recruiters in from the Army and colleges to speak and show us what kind of options we had. Each and every semester, there was an ACE class designed to continue your learning and keep you on track to graduate. I was fortunate enough to be able to take each class as I made it to graduation, with Mr. Chandler there for us the whole way after we graduated and moving forward on. We were called his ACE family. In 2012, I graduated from Highlands Ranch High School and was able to walk across the stage at Red Rocks to get my diploma. Mr. Chandler was a big part of my success in making it to graduation, and I was able to thank him and my principal for it as I walked across the stage. 1 year after graduation, Mr. Chandler tragically passes away due to heart failure while he was on a cruise with his family. He left behind his wife and 3 kids, ranging in age from 7 to 13. He was also the only teacher of ACE, so at the time the program basically stopped until they found another teacher to fill his role as the ACE instructor. A few days after I found out that he passed away, I got a message on Facebook from the old principal of Highlands Ranch High School asking if I would consider speaking at his funeral and sharing with everyone how he impacted my life. I was terrified of how many people I would have to get up and speak in front of, especially at something that was so sad, but it was the least I could do to honor him and share just how big of a role he had as a teacher. It was myself, 4 other students out of the ACE family, his wife, oldest son, and a few other family members that would be speaking at his funeral. The ACE students, including myself, were up just after his oldest son would speak. With about 200 people packed into the church, one by one, we got up and gave our memories of Mr. Chandler. With his wife and kids sitting in the front row, it made it especially challenging for me to speak while noticing them out of the corner of my eye. As I shared my story with everyone, I watched the reaction of his wife and how happy it made her hearing all of the success stories that Mr. Chandler was to thank for. Still to this day, speaking at the funeral was one of the hardest things that I have had to do. Mr. Chandler devoted his days to teaching kids and helping us, and this was our chance to finally give it back to him. There's a Facebook page that we are a part of called the ACE Family, and it helps us to communicate with each other and continue as we grow apart. We have Mr. Chandler to thank for all of these memories and helping us get through high school, and for that is why I chose to speak at his funeral. Thank you very much. Goodbye.